Welcome to Hurry Up Pinball, a show where I teach you how to work on your pinball machine. Today I will show you how to remove the house on Elvira's House of Horrors. So grab your tools and let's get going. If you are having stuck ball issues or problems with the backdoor shot, this tutorial will show you how to remove the house so you can investigate any problems. You will need a 1/4 inch magnetic hex driver along with a Phillips screwdriver to remove the house. I highly recommend the long magnetic hex driver as the screws holding the house to the playfield are very difficult to reach without this tool. Make sure to get a magnetic hex driver as this will make reinstalling the screws much easier as well. I use this tool all the time and it's a great addition to a set of pinball tools. A link will be provided in the description. To begin, open the coin door, remove the lockdown bar, close the coin door, and remove the playfield glass. If you need to, move the pinball machine so you have access to both sides of the cabinet. If you've not already done so, unplug the pinball machine at this time. If you have cabinet protectors, install them at this time, raise the playfield, and rest it on the support brackets. Then manually remove the pinballs from the machine using the coil plunger. The first step to removing the house is to remove the spinning turret. This piece is held on by a single screw as seen here. After removing the turret, remove the roof of the house after removing the 2 screws seen here. While removing the turret, take note of which window is facing forward at this time. Gently hold the turret and remove the screw holding it on using a Phillips screwdriver. After removing the turret, and taking note of which window is facing forward, grab a Sharpie and make a small mark on the post so you know which side faces forward. If you need to turn on the machine while the turret is removed, this will help you keep track of the correct position. Here you can see the mark I made with the Sharpie. Next, remove the 2 screws holding on the roof of the house and then remove the roof. Now it is time to unplug the connections for the house. Grab a small towel or blanket and place it on the back box, then fully raise the playfield. Here is a look at the 3 connectors you will need to unplug to remove the house. Gently unplug these connectors using the housing and do not pull on the wires. On my machine, these wires were coiled around the harness, so carefully unwrap the house connectors if necessary. The goal is to have enough slack in the wire so you can remove the house and lay it on the playfield. Here is a look at the 3 connectors and the black wire housing for the house. Go ahead and lower the playfield and rest it on the end of the support brackets. To remove the house, you will need to remove the 4 screws holding the house to the playfield. These screws are located in the corresponding holes as seen here. Use your long magnetic hex driver to remove all 4 screws. Now place a towel on the playfield and gently lift up on the house. Be careful not to catch any wires when removing the house. You can also reach under the back of the playfield and gently feed the black house connection cable through the playfield. You do not need to feed the Molex connector through the playfield to work underneath the house. The length of black cable should give you plenty of room. If you decide to completely remove the house, be careful when feeding the Molex connectors through the playfield. Here you can see the black cable housing that leads to the house. If you are having issues with balls getting stuck behind the house, remove the 2 screws holding on the coil gate so you can get a better look behind the house and address any issues. Here you can see a series of pictures regarding how my machine looks. You can see the ball guides under the house along with the garage shot and the ball guide for the backdoor shot. While it may be difficult to say what is causing the issues on your machine, removing the house and getting an idea of what it looks like underneath and any potential problem areas is a good idea. With the house removed, it's also a good idea to clean the playfield in any of the areas that are normally hidden underneath the house. After addressing any issues you may have, reinstall the gate using the 2 screws. Gently place the house back into position and make sure not to catch any wires while placing the house back on the playfield. Grab your magnetic hex driver and load it with a screw. Make sure the house is lined up with the screw holes and reinstall all 4 screws. I like to give the hex driver a quarter turn counterclockwise, then install the screw. This will help the screw find the screw hole threads and prolong the wood around the screw. Once all 4 house screws are installed, grab the roof of the house and install it using the 2 screws you previously removed. With the roof installed, it is now time to reinstall the spinning turret. Line up the mark on the post with the window you noted during the removal process. Grab your Phillips screwdriver and install the screw on top of the turret. Hold the turret with one hand while you tighten the screw to make sure it does not move. Next, remove the towel and fully raise the playfield. Now feed the Molex connectors for the house back around the wiring harness and reconnect the 3 Molex connectors for the house. Again, do not pull on the wires and make sure you have enough slack to make the connections. With the house installed and reconnected, lower the playfield, reinstall the pinballs, and remove the cabinet protectors. If you placed a towel on the back box, remove it at this time. Reinstall the playfield glass and lockdown bar, then close the coin door. If you move the pinball machine, push it back into place and plug it back in. Don't forget to play a few test games to double check your work. This is Craig with Hurry Up Pinball, and I wanted to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, show your support for Hurry Up Pinball and click the subscribe button. We can also be found on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under Hurry Up Pinball.